going this week?
Yeah, I thought we had another good week of practice. Obviously, it's not often that you get one game a week, and we've now had back-to-back where we've been able to add some offensive things and some defensive things, and I thought we handled that first week, really well, leading up to the Tulsa game, and then certainly this week's a little bit different because of the fact that guys had finals and schedule was kind of twisted and turned a little bit, and there was a couple of days where we had some guys that were kind of seemed mentally exhausted from exams and stuff, but I thought they did a great job fighting through it mentally, and everybody's looking forward to getting to Little Rock and playing there.
Excited to go to Little Rock for the first time?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I said it the other day. My wife and I have been talking about just the uniqueness of even though we know it's a neutral site game, so to speak, on the schedule, but it's a there's going to be a lot of Hog fans, obviously. So we're excited. It's unique. It's not many programs get a chance to play in a different place in your state in a regular season game. So I think it's cool and unique, and we're all looking forward to it. The players are as well. And I've heard since I got the job about the excitement there and how important this game is to the program and to the entire state.
This game's not on TV or even streaming because the arena doesn't, I guess, have the capabilities. Were you aware of that? And basically it's like old school. If you want to see the game, you got to buy a ticket and go to it.
Yeah, I mean that's. I think it's cool, and we expect a great turnout and an enthusiastic environment, and it's like I said, the guys are excited about it too.
This is the first time Arkansas has played Valparaiso. Do you know their coach, Matt Lodich, I think is how you say his name?
I mean, I don't know him personally or anything, but certainly have really good respect for them and their program. And you look at Valpo for many years has been a really good program that's played in the NCAA tournaments and always does a great job in their league play. And they got a really special scorer in Freeman Liberty, and one of the top scorers in the country. Is a great rebounder at the off guard spot. And, their guard, Saki's got great quickness at the point guard spot. He gets the ball up the floor really quick, and then Clay at the power forward spot's really active and has the ability to shoot threes. And then Gordon off the bench made 6 threes last night in their game against High Point. So a team that cuts hard, a team that plays hard, a team that plays really well in transition. They play fast. So transition defense will be very important for us as well.
I think they played Monday night and Wednesday night, so now they have to travel. Do you think you have an advantage because you've been able to practice all week, or do you think maybe they have a little bit of advantage because they've had a couple games?
Yeah, I always think that's like after the game you can spin it however you want after the game. I think it's good for Valpo that they've kind of been in the same rhythm and routine, and since I've been in college, just this exam week is, it's just kind of challenging for everybody. Like I said, practice time changes, and one of our guys wasn't here today because he's still taking an exam, and so it's just a little bit, throws you off a little bit.
I guess I wasn't smart enough to notice who.
Ty still had a test.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Next week, just kind of how do you handle getting them some time for Christmas and plus getting ready for Indiana? Yeah,
so they, per the NCAA rules, there's 3 days off. Basically, in this month, you don't have to do it Christmas per se, but most people do. So they'll have off on Saturday. They'll have off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, right after the game Saturday. They're free to to go spend time with loved ones and stuff, and then they'll report back on Christmas late afternoon, and we'll practice Christmas on leading up to the Indiana game.
Yeah, I guess Isaiah's averaging about 37 minutes a game. I know you said before these guys are young and they're pretty good shape, but that's about 7 minutes more than the average last year. How do you think he's handling that? And do you think that's a good number? Or is that maybe a little too much? I think you've got a couple overtime games in there too, so that's some extra time.
Yeah, I think as a player, you always want to play as many minutes as you can. With the makeup of our team, meaning we have an open scholarship. And then we have 3 sit-out guys. So you're down 4 from a roster standpoint. And if you look at the minutes of the guys at Nevada over the last 4 years, we've tended to play guys a lot of minutes. And some of my good friends like Tom Thibodeau, rolled with guys that they thought were either really hot or really important players, and we've tended to do that as well.
How do you think, Isaiah, how do you think he's handling that increased workload?
I think great. I think the other thing, too, is I think that players start to become used to it from a conditioning standpoint. I don't know if, through 10 games is enough. I certainly think that you start getting into 13, 14, 15 games. I think that we noticed that, with the Martin twins, that once they got about halfway through that season, I thought that they really understood that that's kind of was going to be their workload. And certainly we try to, in practice, we don't go live a lot. And the reason we don't go live a lot is to try to save their bodies and keep their bodies fresh, and we do a lot of mental reps.
How do you think Isaiah's played overall so far for you?
I think he's played really well. I mean, you look at, his numbers and stuff, and he's had a great year so far. I think the big thing is you just, with Daniel here, I mean, you're just going to get more open looks on the perimeter because, when I got the job here, one of the first things I did is try to collect scouting reports from other teams that played the Razorbacks last year, and I think we collected 12 scouting reports, obviously, not really from SEC schools unless there was a coaching change. But out of the 12 scouting reports, Daniel was such a focal point of either doubling down or keeping the lane compact or sagging the lane. I think that gives you, a few more open looks than maybe now if we tried to collect scouting reports, which we have from people that we played like Texas Southern, and we've gotten great feedback from other teams that we've played. Right now, he's a big part, if not the main part of an opposing scouting report. So he's going to have no airspace, and it's going to make things more difficult, to get clean, open looks.
So even with the year Masons have, and teams really focusing on Isaiah still.
Yeah, I think just his reputation of what he did last year as a shooter, and I think certainly scouting reports change on a nightly basis. And Mason's a guy that people are overly concerned with as well.
Is JD doing a good job? It looked like maybe you guys are using him to mimic freedom liberty.
Yeah, he's done because JD can score the ball, and obviously today we didn't go live, but we, have gone live a couple days, leading up to today, and he does a great job because of his ability to score and try to simulate an opposing team's guard who has the ability to put points on the board.
Is it always church bells that you guys use, or is it?
No, that was the Liberty bells.
Liberty,
yeah, sometimes it's sirens. It varies on who the guy is.
The level 5 chain that you got, why did you decide to get that and kind of turn it into an award for guys after games you win?
Yeah, just just guys have a little bit of fun in the locker room behind closed doors and amongst ourselves, and obviously the idea was taken from Joe Madden, and just I think it's something that we talked about in the summer. What are you? Are you a level 1 guy, a level 2 guy? If you're a level 3 guy, how do we pull you up to be a level 4 guy? If you're a level 4 guy, how do we get you to level 5? And I've studied Joe Madden a lot, and think that concept's really good, and I think that you can tweak it a little bit and use it for our guys, which is what we've done.
Do you know Joe Madden?
No, just through Twitter.
Yeah, well, he knows you, I guess.
No, he's awesome. I've loved reading about articles about him.
Have you had a chance to meet with Coach Pittman yet?
I have not. Nope. Obviously, we really appreciate him coming to the game the other night against Tulsa. And, the ovation he got was incredible and awesome. And again, at some point in his time, I know how it was for me that, the first 5 months is just such a whirlwind that, eventually we'll be able to sit down and talk. And like I've said, I want to talk to him and learn from him as well.
That's why I asked about Khalil. I know you talked to him about it before, but now that you guys are a bit into the season, kind of what's his role been? How has he been helping you guys out?
Khalil's awesome. I mean, he just constantly, in our guys' ears, and even on the road, like our guys are like, hey, he gets us pumped up, he gets us amped up. Mason sent me a text probably about a week and a half ago about how important Khalil is to the makeup of our team from an emotional and a mental standpoint, and so he's a vital part. I mean, that's why he's with us every day. He's at every practice, for the entire practice, and travels, and it's important to have him with us and around us because guys respect him so much.
So he makes the trips with you guys?
Yeah, yep.
And I know he's not going to play in the game, but you're going back to his hometown. Is that kind of, you think he's pumped about that? Or?
I think all the guys are, but certainly Ethan and Khalil and the guys that are from Little Rock. I think it makes it a little bit more special. But I think I can kind of feel the excitement with all of our guys for sure.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thank you.
Games.